A 73-year-old woman, healthy, energetic, and full of life, suddenly collapsed on her bedroom floor. She had just gotten out of bed. No warning, no pain, no signs at all. One moment she was fine. The next, she was on the ground. And here is the scary part. This is not a rare story. It happens every single day to millions of seniors around the world. And most of the time, the cause is not a disease or a medical condition. It is something far more surprising. A few small habits done in the first minutes after waking up. These habits look completely harmless, but behind the scenes they are quietly weakening your muscles, damaging your circulation, speeding up aging, and putting you at serious risk of falls, heart problems, and worse. Most people have no idea this is happening because the damage builds slowly, silently, just over months and years. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 biggest morning mistakes that seniors make every single day. More importantly, I will show you exactly how to fix each one in a simple, practical way so you can wake up with more energy, move with better balance, think more clearly, and stay independent for as long as possible. Stay with me until the very end because mistake number 5 is the most dangerous one of all. Almost nobody talks about it. Yet it is silently robbing thousands of people of their strength and freedom every single day. You do not want to miss it. Mistake number 1, getting out of bed too fast. Picture this. Your alarm goes off or your eyes just open on their own. And within seconds, you swing your legs off the bed and stand straight up. It feels completely normal, right? Well, you have probably done it this way your whole life, but after age 60, this simple habit becomes genuinely dangerous. And here is why. While you sleep, your body slows down. Your blood pressure drops. Your circulation moves quietly and slowly. Your muscles fully relax. When you suddenly jump out of bed, your body has no time to adjust. Your blood pressure drops even further in an instant. And your brain does not get enough blood fast enough. This causes dizziness, blurry vision, weak legs, and in many cases, fainting. This condition even has a medical name. It is called orthostatic hypotension, and it is one of the leading causes of falls and serious injuries in seniors, many of which happen right in the bedroom within seconds of waking up. The most frightening part is that it does not always feel dramatic. Well, sometimes it is just a tiny flash of darkness in your eyes, a small wobble, a second of feeling lightheaded. People brush it off, and then one day they do not catch themselves in time. Ancient Buddhist monks actually understood this centuries before modern science confirmed it. They treat the moment of waking as sacred. They wake up slowly, in stages, moving gently, breathing deeply, honoring the body's natural rhythm. And science now backs this up completely. So what should you do? When you open your eyes, do not rush. Take 2 or 3 slow, deep breaths. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your ankles and wrists. Then slowly roll onto your side and sit up on the edge of the bed. Keep your feet flat on the floor and stay there for at least 20 to 30 seconds. Move your feet in small circles. Roll your shoulders gently. Then, and only then, stand up slowly and with full control. This tiny routine takes less than 2 minutes. But those 2 minutes could be the difference between a safe morning and a dangerous fall that takes months to recover from. It is that simple and that important. Mistake number 2, not drinking water right away. Here is something most people do not think about. While you sleep, your body never actually stops working. Your heart keeps beating. Your lungs keep breathing. Your cells keep repairing themselves. All of this work uses water. So by the time you open your eyes in the morning, your body is already mildly dehydrated. even if you do not feel thirsty at all. And that last part is the real problem. As we get older, the body's natural thirst signal gets weaker. You could be significantly dehydrated and not feel it. While many seniors start their day with coffee, take their medications, and skip water entirely. Without realizing it, they are starting every single day with thicker blood, harder working hearts, unstable blood pressure, and foggy thinking. Over time, this quiet daily habit chips away at your health in ways that are almost impossible to trace back to something as simple as not drinking water in the morning. Mary is 76 years old. She was active, healthy, and sharp, but slowly she started getting headaches, feeling tired, and waking up dizzy. She thought it was just aging. Then one morning she fainted in her kitchen. At the hospital, doctors found the cause: mild dehydration and high blood pressure. The fix was almost embarrassingly simple: a glass of water every morning right after waking up. Within a few weeks, her symptoms were nearly gone. Buddhist monks call water the body's first nourishment of the day. Before doing anything, before speaking, before moving, they drink water. And modern medicine fully agrees. So here is what you should do. Before you think about coffee, before you check your phone, before you do anything else, drink a glass of water. Keep one right on your nightstand so it is the first thing you reach for. If plain water feels like too much first thing, add a few drops of lemon juice. It helps your digestion and makes it easier to get down. This one habit, done consistently every morning, is one of the most powerful things you can do for your heart, your brain, and your energy. And it costs absolutely nothing. Mistake number 3, drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For so many people, coffee is the morning. The smell of it, the warmth of the cup in your hands, the feeling that the day can now begin. Nobody is saying give up your coffee, but there is one small detail that most people completely overlook. And after age 60, it becomes a serious problem. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach is one of the worst things you can do for your health. Here is what actually happens. When you wake up, your stomach has been empty for many hours. The lining of your stomach is sensitive and unprotected. The moment coffee hits that empty stomach, it triggers a sudden flood of stomach acid. With no food there to absorb it, that acid goes straight to work on your stomach walls. Over time, this leads to gastritis, acid reflux, ulcers, and serious digestive problems. And these conditions are already very common in people over 60. But the damage goes beyond your stomach. Coffee on an empty stomach spikes your stress hormones, raises your blood pressure, and can cause your heart to race, none of which your body needs first thing in the morning. John is 75 years old. For over 40 years, he started every single morning with a strong cup of coffee before eating anything. He thought it gave him energy, but slowly he developed stomach pain, burning in his chest, and constant digestive problems that became part of his daily life. It was not until a nutritionist pointed out this one habit that everything changed. He started eating something small before his coffee: a banana, a few nuts, a small piece of whole grain bread. Within weeks, the pain and burning that had bothered him for years simply disappeared. Buddhist monks follow a simple but profound rule: strengthen the body before stimulating it. What they never introduce anything strong to the nervous system without first giving the body a gentle, nourishing foundation. So what should you do? Before your coffee, eat something small. It does not have to be a full breakfast. A banana works perfectly. A small handful of nuts, a piece of toast, or even a few spoons of yogurt. Just something to create a protective layer in your stomach before the coffee arrives. This small change can eliminate years of silent discomfort and give you the morning energy you actually want, without the damage happening underneath. Mistake number 4, ignoring morning stiffness. You wake up and your back feels tight. Your knees feel stiff. Your shoulders are heavy and hard to move. Sound familiar? Most people feel this and think nothing of it. They stand up, take a few steps, and figure it will loosen up on its own. They are right that it often does, but the problem is how they get there. Moving too fast through morning stiffness is one of the most overlooked causes of falls and injuries in seniors. Here is what is actually happening in your body during the night. Your muscles fully relax. Your joints settle. The fluid inside your joints, which acts like oil in an engine, pools and thickens slightly. When you try to move before this fluid has a chance to redistribute and warm up, your joints and muscles are essentially still asleep. Forcing them to move quickly is like trying to open a door by slamming into it instead of turning the handle. Something eventually gives. Margaret is 79 years old. She always woke up early and got straight to work around the house. When she noticed her legs felt heavy in the mornings but ignored it. One day on the way to the bathroom, her knees suddenly locked up. She lost her balance and fell against the bed frame. She was lucky she did not break anything, but she spent weeks afraid to get up alone, needing help for tasks she had done by herself for decades, all because she did not give her body 2 minutes to wake up properly. Buddhist philosophy teaches what is called conscious awakening. The idea is that the body and mind are in a delicate transition state when you first wake up. Rushing through this transition is not just unwise, it is disrespectful to your own body. Monks spend several minutes each morning breathing, stretching gently, and moving mindfully before they engage in any real activity. So when you wake up, while you are still lying down, take a moment. You wiggle your fingers and toes, gently circle your ankles, slowly stretch your arms above your head. Once you are sitting on the bed's edge, roll your shoulders back, stretch your spine, and move your neck slowly from side to side. This takes 2 or 3 minutes at most, but those minutes protect your joints, activate your circulation, and prepare your muscles for a safe and steady start to the day. Think of it as warming up the engine before driving. You would not skip that in your car. Do not skip it for your body. Mistake number 5. Poor posture in the morning. This is the one almost nobody talks about, and it may be the most dangerous mistake of all, because it hides in plain sight. It feels like nothing, but over time it silently takes away your strength, your balance, your breathing, and even your confidence. Every morning, millions of seniors get out of bed already hunched forward, shoulders curved inward, head tilted down, chest collapsed. It feels natural because the body spent hours curled in a resting position. But walking into your day in this posture sets off a chain reaction that most people never connect to how they got out of bed. Here is what a hunched posture actually does to your body. It compresses your lungs so you take shallower breaths, which means less oxygen reaching your brain and muscles throughout the day. It shifts your center of gravity forward, making you far more likely to trip or lose balance. It puts uneven pressure on your spine, hips, and knees. It slows your digestion and can make bloating and discomfort worse. And studies have actually shown that poor posture directly affects mood and mental clarity. The more hunched you are, the more fatigued, discouraged, and foggy you tend to feel. All of this starts in those first few steps out of bed. Helen is 81 years old. She was sharp, active, and loved her daily walks. But gradually, without noticing, she began rising from bed already bent forward, eyes toward the floor. First came occasional dizziness, then a small stumble at home, then a serious fall that left her unable to walk properly for months. No one connected it to her posture until much later. What looked like a simple way of walking was actually a slow and silent collapse of her body's ability to balance and respond. In Buddhist practice, posture is considered the outward expression of inner vitality. Rising with a straight spine, open chest, and forward gaze is not about looking good. It is about physically preparing your body and mind to function at their best. Monks practice this alignment every single morning as a form of deep respect for their own life and energy. So here is what to do. Before you stand up, while still sitting on the edge of the bed, sit tall. Imagine someone is gently pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Take one deep breath and feel your chest open. Pull your shoulders back and down. When you stand, keep your gaze level, not pointed at the floor. Take your first steps with your full body engaged, feet, legs, core, and chest all working together. This is not complicated. It takes 5 seconds of awareness. But that 5 seconds of awareness, done every single morning, protects your balance, strengthens your muscles, improves your breathing, and keeps your mind sharp. As it is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself every day. Maybe right now you are thinking, I have done all of these things my whole life, and nothing bad has happened yet. That is completely understandable. When a habit feels normal and no disaster has followed it, our brain tells us everything is fine. But the human body works like a bridge. It can hold the weight for a long time, but every day small invisible cracks are forming underneath. And one day, with no warning at all, the bridge gives way. That is when people say it happened so suddenly. But it was never sudden. It was years in the making. The good news is that your body has an extraordinary ability to heal and adapt the moment you start treating it better. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to overhaul your entire life. You just need to begin. The small changes in the right direction create a completely different destination over time. If you have watched this far, you have already done something that most people do not do. You chose awareness over habit. And that is where every real change begins. Every morning from now on, you have a new opportunity. Wake up slowly. Drink your water. Eat something small before your coffee. Let your body warm up before you push it. And stand up tall, with intention. These are not big dramatic changes. They are quiet acts of respect for the body that carries you through every single day of your life. And over time, they add up to something remarkable. More energy, better balance, sharper thinking, and the freedom to live on your own terms for as long as possible. Your body has done so much for you. But these small morning moments are your way of saying thank you. If this connected with you today, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss content that can genuinely make your life better. And drop a comment below saying, I choose to take care of my health, starting with the small things. That is not just a comment. That is a promise to yourself. And it is one worth keeping.